What's up guys, Jay Vincent here. Today's video is about if high intensity training principles worked, then why isn't everybody doing them? Well, the answer to this phenomenon is actually very simple. But before I get into that, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you are notified when I bust more fitness myths. Also, my new high intensity training home workout is available. The link to that is going to be in the description below. Don't have access to a gym, prefer to train at home. While I developed a high intensity training home workout with almost no equipment required that is ridiculously effective and of course safe. So why doesn't everybody do high intensity training? Because if it truly worked, everybody would be doing it, right? Well, it's a major critical thinking error when people make this criticism. Just because something is particularly effective or just because something is right doesn't necessarily mean everybody is going to do it. For instance, investing in stocks, saving for retirement, staying out of debt. These are all things that people should be doing and things that work when it comes to creating financial freedom and financial stability, but not everybody does it. When it comes to exercise and fitness, dieting works, obviously. Calorie restriction works. But there are tons of obese people. Not everybody does it. So just because not everybody does something doesn't mean it's not necessarily effective or the right thing to do. Another part of the reason why, not everybody does high intensity training is because think about where people get their fitness information from. Most of the time, it's hearsay. It's this person does particular workout. I don't know anything about exercise, so I'm just going to do what they do. Or this particular guy in the gym is very big and muscular and seems to be in shape without any consideration for genetics and steroids, so he must know what he's doing, so I'm going to do what he's doing. Or the fitness magazines, or YouTube, or Instagram. You got to remember, social media and other media, like magazines, are not there to provide you good science-based exercise approaches. They are there to sell you things, mostly supplements, mostly merch, clothing lines, all that nonsense. Their job is not to provide you with good exercise information. Their job is to get your attention so you buy their stuff. Okay? So this is a huge reason why people aren't even aware of high intensity training. And most of the YouTube channels or Instagram or magazines were very well known for doing this in the past, is they just republish the same information over and over and over. In every magazine, they just recycle it and just put new supplements in there. So you're not getting good information from these outlets. Also, you got to consider that the people who are generally giving exercise information, who are on YouTube or on Instagram, who are in magazines, they're not the exercise scientists in the lab conducting research, because those guys are busy in the lab conducting research. People are providing exercise information are generally just bodybuilders and YouTube influencers. It's part of their gig. It's part of their job. So that's why you're getting bad information. That's why you're really not exposed to these principles. Another huge reason why high intensity training isn't popular is even when it, got a lot of attention back in the 70s and 80s, even the 90s with Mike Mentor's Heavy Duty, it's uncomfortable. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the vast majority of the population does not like being uncomfortable, even if it benefits them in the long run. For instance, other phenomenon, dieting for losing weight is uncomfortable. A lot of people don't diet because they don't want to withstand the discomfort, even for a significant long-term benefit. Investing, saving, being, smart with your finances, it's not very comfortable because you don't get to enjoy the immediate gratification, even though the long-term benefit of certain financial behaviors is undeniable. So a lot of the reason people don't like doing high intensity training is because it's really uncomfortable. So many people will start these principles, they'll try them, they'll know that they're effective, but they'll revert back to their more comfortable exercise regimen because it's less painful and it's easier to stick with. So a lot of the reason high intensity training isn't popular is because it's not fun, it's not comfortable, and the way most people choose their exercise programs now is based on, based on aspects which don't translate into more effective results. Things like, is it fun? Can I do it every day? Will my friends be there? A lot of people are trying to combine exercise with recreation, and what they're leaving on the table is good results. So the discomfort aspect, it's a huge reason why people don't do it. Another reason is, when you're training this way, you can't go to the gym every day. You just physically couldn't tolerate it. People like to go to the gym every day. People are conditioned to go to the gym every day because erroneous, stupid, old exercise guidelines was 30 to 45 minutes of exercise every day. What they really meant was 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour of just movement. While that's fine, movement is not necessarily exercise. Exercise needs to be intense. And if it's intense, you simply can't do it every day. So if people were to adopt high-intensity training principles, they would not be able to work out every day. And a lot of people use the gym as kind of a social gathering or a way to deal with psychological, emotional stress, which is fine. But you got to pick one or the other if you want optimal results and time efficiency, or if you want to go to the gym more frequently because it's something that makes you feel better. The thing is, when you're training properly with the optimal efficiency and the most effective principles, you can't do it every day. So these are the couple of reasons why high intensity training isn't popular and why not everybody is doing it. Yes, it's the most effective. There's way too much research to show that it's the most effective. In fact, high intensity training principles are the result of research. What they did was they tried to find the components which stimulated your body to adapt. Intensity of effort. That was what they found. Intensity of effort recruited the highest order motor units and fatigued the most muscle fiber. And that aggressive level of fatigue created a better stimulus. So that was number one. And then they found that if you do this, you can't train very long. And you also can't train very frequently. So high intensity training came from exercise research. So it is the best way to train. Not everybody's going to do it because there are different things other than the best results and time efficiency that motivate other people or influence people when choosing their workout regimen. So it's a stupid argument, but those are several reasons why not everybody does high intensity training. But of course, if you're looking for the safest, most time efficient, most effective approach to exercise, undeniably that's it. Sure, everything works to a certain degree, but again, exercise needs to be consistent. You need to do it for a long period of time. So obviously safety is going to be one of the most important components of choosing your exercise program. While all these other things might work, like traditional volume, powerlifting, Olympic lifting, while they might work, they're too dangerous to be able to do long term. So, just the safety alone, the safety component of high intensity training is why it's the most effective, because you can do it forever. And you can do it at any age. You can even do it with injuries. So that's the response to that stupid argument. So whenever anyone comes up with that stupid argument, if you're even going to deny anything I just said, you're just an idiot. All right? So if you haven't already, check out my home high intensity training workout. The link's going to be in the description below. Follow me on Instagram, _J_Vincent. If you want to learn more in-depth, detailed science behind high intensity training, join my Patreon page. That link will be in the description below as well.